Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft here with Miner J here at the mob spawner grinder. I'm not sure what it's called anymore. This project's gone on for a little bit now. Let's just switch over. As you can see, we got the mobs flowing in here. It's working out good. The only problem is I have to run all the way into the back to hit the button to get these guys to come. And today we're going to solve that. I think it's time to add some automation, which means some redstone and skills. First thing, I had this switch here. This is going to be our automated switch. I'm going to move this over one just because I think it would be better that way. Oops. It's always helpful when I actually put things in the right spot. So I think that's off. Let's turn that on. Okay, let's go in behind and let's just check. As you can see here, we have been collecting some stuff. I emptied that a couple times yesterday, so it is doing a lot better than it looks. So we had the switch here. That means we're moving over one. And for that, we have our torch. And we're going to need, not an axe, put the axe up here. And here we go. Time for some redstone and fun, guys. Okay. I'm not sure how you guys are with redstoning. I'm okay. I can get my way around it. I wouldn't say I'm a redstone pro. I know there's some guys out there that are just amazing with redstone and come up with some great ideas. I would have to admit I'm not one of those guys, but it would be cool if I could have those redstone skills. So there is our switch that is coming up, and looks like I want to have that turned on. So let's quickly go turn that on. Give me an idea of where we're at. So I guess it's when you put a switch down, they're on. Okay, there we go. Next thing, let's get rid of these posts. Let's make some room here. Can't have any blocks. Oh, can't have any blocks laying around. I don't know. I don't really have OCD, but there is something about blocks laying there. Even if it's a dirt block, and I have lots of dirt blocks. But it just kind of bugs me when I just see a block laying there. I don't know. It sort of sounds like OCD to me, but that's just the way I am. So we are going to make a simple clock timer. I made one of these before for my one of my farm projects, and so it's really quite simple. It's a hopper clock. Just grab some torches here, put that in. So we're going to use just some of the existing. We need our comparators. I'm so glad they've added these comparators into the game. It's, to me, been kind of a game changer. I think the biggest thing actually for me for a game changer has been hoppers. That has allowed us to do so much more into the game. Just get rid of this. I should have used an axe, but sometimes just too lazy to do so. Okay, we need redstone. How can I do redstone wiring without redstone, guys? I don't know. And this chest here. Okay. Okay, now we got some redstone. Let us continue to get this done. Okay. Nope. There. Not there. Here. And then we will have a block. I'll show you that in a second. Once I figure out how to use this inventories. I know I should have this down, guys. I'm sorry. Sometimes I can be a noob. Okay, there we go. And we will have piston, piston, redstone. Do I have 64? We have 64 there, and let's get rid of this because we need to come into this block straight on. You can't, if I go in this way, it won't actually connect in. You have to aim it in. Now what this has done is by feeding a redstone signal into this, it is basically, it has now rendered this clock off. It's basically turned it off because this redstone signal will always be powered. So that makes that pretty simple and easy to do. Now we just need to collect or connect our clock over to our dispensers. Why is this still working? Oh, here's the problem. Redstone basics, guys. Redstone basics. If you have redstone going into a block, on the other side you have to have a repeater pulling the signal out. So here we got redstone, redstone. The power isn't getting pulled out. So to solve this, we actually have to aim a repeater into the block. Now that will leave this powered, which means it is now officially off. Okay, let us, unfortunately, we're going to have to take out all these posts. Again, bit of OCD, but I just want to keep my redstone wiring in a straight line. There's no reason for it. You can go any way you want. You can hear we got our water running down below. Let us go like so. And if the clock is in the off position, we are going to want to make sure our signal's unpowered then. So we can just continue down this way. And now I'm definitely, let's just take this off. I want to do this redstone with the signal on, because it'll let me know when my signal's running out, which means it'll let me know when I need to have my next repeater. If you don't know, if you haven't done much redstoning, redstone signal actually lasts only how far is it? 16 blocks. So that makes it simple to do the math. And there we are. We're going to connect out to there. And my clock has turned that off. But we can quickly count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We aren't going to make to the end of that with it, so let's stick a repeater in here, connect that up, and there we go. So as this clock works, it'll turn this signal on and then off, on and off, on and off, and on and off. So basically that's going to power, if you listen, that will be, look at that. Hear that, guys? No water noise. That on and off action will actually turn our dispensers on that are back here. And I'll just quickly show you how that's wired up. It's really quite simple as well. So we got a redstone coming across, and it sits on the top of this block, which makes this block powered. When you press a place a redstone torch on a powered block, it becomes unpowered or turns off. And so when that signal up top goes off, that torch will come on. Oh, look at that. Magic, guys. Magic, I tell you. Anyways, basically when that signal's on, it sends this redstone here, picks it up, which turns this torch off, which you can kind of get the hint. Anyways, we got that coming off, going into our repeaters, which are firing into the back of our dispensers. And you can see this is turning on and off. Now, the way this is working out is that, sorry, lost my train of thought here. We got 20 pistons. As we know from earlier, redstone signal only goes 16. So that means we can't actually, we would have to have this right in the middle. And I did try that. The only problem is with the staircase here, it became awkward. So another way is this idea here. If we just took this repeater out and just had a piece of redstone here, so if we went up into a repeater, back down, and this was redstone here, let's just go to, sorry about that guys, for some reason my screen flickers every once in a while. Anyways, we're back. Okay, so if that was a piece of redstone, the signal would come up, get re-energize the circuit, but it would then also feed back in on itself, creating a loop, and it's basically becomes sort of like a clock, and these things would just turn on and off non-stop. So to solve that, I went up, over, I put a repeater here, which breaks this makes this circuit separate from this circuit, yet this dispenser here still gets power from the redstone. Going into a repeater brings it back down into here, which allows you to have a run as long as you want. You can now, if with this little circuit here, you can carry this out 40, 60, 100. Not a big deal. If we go down to the next level, you can see continued it on. Ooh, some thunder going on outside. We got our vertical wiring here, taking the signal down and down. If we go down here, you can hear the water turning on and off now. And on this one here, that circuit should be here, but because of the stairs, I just did it a little bit further down, and it still works out good, not a problem. So let's go up. So that's that. That now will cycle the water for our spawner on and off. So, oh, I gotta put that piece of redstone back. Too lazy to use the on-off switch. So that now should lock, or as soon as this is done, it will lock it. Now, we do have some rain going on outside. Let's say you wanted to lock this with the water off, or if you turned it off and the water wasn't running, you wanted to switch the order of this. There is another circuit that we can put into this that will help. Oops, I better eat. And this is really quite simple. We can put an override button here. And because we're using dispensers, we just want to pulse. That's why we're going to use a button there. Our button's here, so let's break out. Let's use some stone here. Why does this never work on me? Okay. Stone there. The button's here. Now we could put a piece of redstone and pull the signal out, but because we have a torch here, it's not going to work. It's actually going to interfere. So we need to have a torch there, or a repeater there. Let's bring this down. Okay. Roughly, now, I need to figure out where the redstone wire above this is. Right there. Let's try and mark that somehow. So 1, 2, 1, 2 on this one. Okay. Oops. So what we're going to want, we are going to want a redstone torch under here. I need some dirt. Let's grab some dirt. It's always handy material when you're making scaffold and stuff. We don't need a switch there. We also need another stack of that. I'll show you if that for that in a second. So we need to have dirt, and we're 3 high, so we can place a block here, block there. Wow, it's sounding nasty out there in the Minecraft world. Okay, now if we put this here, and we could have that running in as redstone. Let's just make sure that we have it for sure. Now, right above this, let's break this block right here so I can show you guys what's going on. We got our signal right here going out to our dispensers. Right now it's unpowered. Because of this torch down here, that is unpowered because of this one here, this torch. So when this button gets pressed, it will turn this torch off, turn that torch on, which will power this redstone, which will change, basically it will change our dispensers. So right now you can see our dispensers are turned off. If we press the button, our dispensers, I don't know if you guys can see it. I can just barely see it on my screen, but anyways, it is now back on. So there we go. We got a manual override. We got a clock that turns it on and off. That'll turn our clock on up here. Now, to adjust the timing of this clock, all you have to do is adjust how many items. Whoops. Did I only do half? No, I didn't. Adjust how many items you have in the dispenser. Now I worked this out roughly. When you have all 5 slots filled with 64, you get roughly 3.5 minutes, I believe it was. Oops, stuck in a spider web. And since ours works on every other cycle, basically, because that'll go there, it'll go there, that'll give us another pulse. So it's basically for us, you could go up to 6.5 minutes. I don't know if that's too long or not. I'm gonna have to play with the timing on that. Right now it might be too quick. I'm not sure. We'd have to really play with it. But otherwise, that's the redstone wiring. Let's take a look in here. Yeah, we're all done. That completes the redstone wiring for this whole project, and this project is pretty much done. I just need to get some of these items or these hoppers into chests, work that part out, but I'll do that off camera. Otherwise, I would say my mob spawner project is done. Oh, yeah, no, I just got to put some glass on here. That'll be the last detail. Funny thing that happened. Papa Smurf was over here last night checking things out. Actually, he was here trying to steal some gunpowder. And he was in here looking, but he wasn't holding down the shift key. For those that don't know, if you hold down the shift key, it lets you get right up to the edge without falling over. He wasn't holding it. He fell in. Funny thing is like, oh, you can. I told him, oh, you can get out at the end, and I went around here. He was sitting there bobbing around, and I was gonna break this glass here so he could get out. But just as I was about to do that, a bunch of zombies came in behind him, pushed him into the lava. He died. So the moral of the story, guys, is when you're playing around a mob trap, make sure you don't fall in because they're designed to kill people or they're designed to kill mobs, not and they don't care if they kill players or not. Other than that, I think that's it for this mob hole area. I got one more idea for this spider spawner. I can save that for an upcoming episode. Kind of got a neat idea on that. Other than that, I think we're done. So I just want to thank everyone for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate you guys saying, hey, we want to be a part of your videos. So thank you for that. One last thing, one of my comments suggested I use a texture pack. And that's a cool idea. I've used them in the past. The last one I used to use on my last world was John Smith. That was really cool. But I'm kind of leery about texture packs in my video makings because one thing, sometimes you can make a really cool thing with a texture pack. It looks awesome. You put it back into default and it doesn't look good at all. I found if you build really cool things in default, it always looks great in a texture pack. Now that being said, I'm not against deep or texture packs. If you guys have suggestions for something you'd like to see me use or something I might like, I'm more than willing to give it a shot, and who knows, if I really like it, I'll try and use it for my next video. But yeah, give me a thought. If it's closer to default, that would even be better. I know right now I have Faithful 64 installed, but I'm not a big fan of it. To me, there's just something wrong with it, or it just makes things look a little bit off to me anyways. That's my own opinion. But yeah, I look forward to hearing you guys' suggestions, and once again, thank you to everyone who subscribed. I really appreciate all of that. And for those that have left thumbs up, even better. Actually, it's not even better, but thank you for that. And your comments. Love hearing your comments. I'll try and answer as many of those as I can. But yeah, thanks for all your guys' support, and I look forward to making more videos for you guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.